there's a really easy way to work out chords on the piano using just two different numbers. And if you can count to 4 and work out what a semitone is, which I'm going to show you in the video, then you can do it without any previous knowledge of music theory or any piano lessons at all. My name's Billy from Piano Pies. Let's get stuck straight in. So this method is all about knowing the number 3 and the number 4 and then mix and matching. Let me explain. Maybe you're a beginner who has just never learned any music theory, or maybe you just want to learn your favourite songs that use certain chords and you've never had any formal training. Well, this method, you don't need any of that. All you need to do, like I said, is to be able to count to 4. So, first things first, when we look at the piano, what we're going to try and do is learn how to play major chords and minor chords, because those are some of the most common chords that we have on the piano. Now, what we need to do is learn what a semitone is. So a semitone is basically the shortest distance between two notes. So for example, this is a note of C. And if we go from this note down to that note, there are no notes in between there. So that is a semitone movement. So that's moving a semitone. Going from here up to here, so that's C to D, that is 2 semitones. So for example, we go from C up to this black key, known as C sharp, and then to D. So that is 1, 2 semitones. Now the reason why I'm talking about semitones and the distances is that number 3 and number 4. So for example, to work out a major chord, we need to think, let's say if I'm starting on C, we're going to move up 4 semitones from this C note. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to remember that note because finally we now, from this new note, we're going to move up 3 semitones. 1, 2, 3. And if I play all those notes together, I get a C major chord. How easy is that? So just knowing the number 4 and then 3 helps us build a major chord. Let's do it on another note. I'm going to pick G this time. And I'm going to go up 4 from G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I now have G major because I started on a note of G, went up 4 semitones and then 3, and hey presto, there's G major. So the great thing is to know a minor chord, swap those numbers around. Instead of 4 then 3, we have 3 and then 4. So watch this. Let's go back to that C note. I'm going to go up 3 from that C. 1, 2, 3. And now that note there, go up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I now have C minor. How easy. That's brilliant. So I now know how to make any major and any minor chord because I just pick a note, let's say that one, F sharp, and think, well, let's go major. 4 and then 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. F sharp major. How easy and how quick is that? That's really, really good. You don't need to know about music theory. You don't need to have any lessons. Like I said, if you can count to 4, nice and easy. So that is how we work out major and minor chords. There are 2 other types of triads though. The next triad is what we call a diminished chord. Pretty uncommon, but we might as well learn it. And we've got 2 numbers for that, 3 and 3. So let's go back to that C note. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. There's a diminished chord. The only other triad that we need, triad just being chords that have 3 notes in it, is the augmented chord, and that is 4 and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And there is an augmented chord based on C. So this method makes learning chords not only easy, but fast as well. You don't need to ask someone, you don't need to go online and try and figure it out. You can just get the chords up of your favourite song and work it out just by knowing 2 numbers. Let's use an example. On the screen in front of you are the chorus chords for Someone Like You by Adele. And, you know, really, really famous song. And what we're going to do is use that method to work out what chords we have. So we have an A major chord. An A major starts off with A, and we need a major. So the numbers were 4 and 3. So let's go up 4 from A. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. And hey presto, I now know my first chord of this song. The next chord is E major. And E, I find the note of E. It's major, so it's 4 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There's my second chord. The third chord is an F sharp minor, so 3 and 4 for minor, right? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. F sharp minor. And finally the last chord, D major. Find D, we've got to make it major, so it's 4 and 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And there we go, I've worked out all of the notes that I need to get through the chorus of Adele. And I did that, what, in less than a minute? That was really, really easy. Now, there are other chords that we can learn as well. There are extended chords. So you may have come across things like 7th chords and 9th chords. Now, people who support me on Patreon, you can get a cheat sheet that has all of these numbers, because for those 7ths and 9ths we have to add on an extra number. I'm going to go over one in a moment. However, if you're interested in getting this cheat sheet to work out almost every type of chord, there's a link in the description for Patreon. However, I'm running a little competition, so on the screen in front of you I've wrote some chords, and those chords will have notes in it. They're all majors and minors. The first person to comment all of the notes of those chords gets the cheat sheet for free. You don't even have to be a patron, you don't have to pay for it. So, first person to comment, you get that. However, let's have a quick look at some of the 7th chords, because I want to just elaborate on those a bit more. So, let's go back to C, nice and easy note. What we're going to do is look at a major 7th chord, a C major 7. Now, the C major part of that is 4 and 3. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. There's my C major. However, we've got the C major 7th chord. What we have to do from there is add on another 4. So we've got 4, 3, 4. Now I've already got my 4 and 3. We now just need another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And hey presto, that chord is a C major 7. So you can work out any major 7 by going 4, 3, 4. Now, for the minor 7th chord, which is another very common chord in pop music, rock music, jazz music especially, we just need 3, 4, 3. So let's do that on C. So 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we need the 3, that's the extra note. 1, 2, 3, and hey presto, C minor 7. So there are other types of 7ths as well, so things like dominant 7s and major minor 7s, plus things like 9ths and 13ths and 11ths and sus chords. On that cheat sheet that I've put on Patreon, you can get all of that. So if you found this video to be in any way useful, please like and subscribe. It's really, really helping out the channel. And I just want to say thank you to the people on the screen. Those are my active patrons. So not only do they get this content a week early, but they also get the cheat sheet and they get their name on the screen. How very nice. So thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. I shall see you in the next video.